Hi folks, today we're looking at Honor Your Oaths, Civil Rights Investigation. He's in North Augusta, South Carolina, where he thinks he is being harassed and bothered because he can't stand on a sidewalk and say God bless the homeless, and God bless the homeless vets, and pray for them. That's simply not true. But let's see how he tries to interpret that as being harassed and bullied by the cops and the city officials.
Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. I am standing here in front of the North Augusta City Hall in North Augusta, South Carolina. This is actually across the river from Augusta, Georgia, and they call this North Augusta, South Carolina. The reason I'm here is to stand in front of City Hall on a traditional public forum on the sidewalk up there, my God Bless the Homeless Veterans sign, and say, God bless the homeless veterans, and please pray for our homeless vets. And, I have a dream, man, that, one day I'll be able to do this, engage in freedom of speech, engage in freedom of religion, engage in freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum without being threatened with arrest, without actually being arrested, without being trespassed, without being cited, without being harassed by public officials. Maybe one day I'll be able to actually do this in this country, in the United States, the land of the free. Maybe one day I can actually stand in front of a city hall anywhere in this country, in any county, in any state, in any city, and actually be able to say, God bless the homeless veterans without being harassed.
Shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans already this early in the video. You see, we do have the right to say what we want in this country and to pray to any deity or religious faith we want to. We have that right. We can do that on the sidewalks right now. But the problem is, there are something called public forums, limited public forums, and non-traditional public forums. Yes, the sidewalk is considered a public forum, but there are conditions that must be met. You can't just do a flash mob onto a city street and block it off. That would be disorderly conduct and obstructing, traffic. That's why you need to get a permit to do these things. And with the whole separation of church and state, you would need a permit to kind of protest if you wanted to in front of, City Hall. However, let's see what you think this harassment means when all you're doing is not getting a simple permit.
Let's see how it goes here. I'm all right. How are you, sir?
Okay.
What's going on?
Going to ask you the same thing.
Why?
Because our HR manager called and said you're harassing people for money.
Okay. I'm hard of hearing. Can you speak up?
Our HR manager in the building here called and said you're asking people for money out here.
Who is the HR? What's their name?
His name is JD.
JD? That's, is that what they said?
Yeah, they said there's a male on the front steps with a sign asking people for money.
Okay.
Are we asking people for money, or?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Let me see your ID.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
I'm engaged in Constitution-protected activity, sir.
And you're also being investigated for a potential city ordinance violation. So
I'm engaged in constitutionally-protected activity. What's your name and badge number?
Yes, William Holtman is 309.
Okay, my name is
Now
Jeff.
I've given you my name. You need to give me your ID.
My name is Jeff, and this is freedom of speech, freedom of religion,
I understand that.
and freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum. I am not asking for...
Yes, Jeff, you are correct. It is a traditional public forum. However, so is a park. But if you want to go and have a party at a park or have a rally, you need to pull a permit. Since you want to be on the sidewalk, that would have been fine. However, you are on the steps of City Hall. You need a permit. So, why didn't you just go in and get a permit, and you could have stayed out there until the sun came up and did whatever you wanted? But no, you wanted to make a scene to try to prove a point.
For money.
Okay. That's what I'm investigating.
Well, all you have is hearsay. I say I'm not. HR manager says I am.
Okay.
This guy is fucking stupid!
You see, he is doing his job. He is investigating this report by talking to you, getting your side of the story. Then he will go inside and talk to the HR person who called him and get their side of the story and find out what is true. By you being this arrogant and simply not cooperating, it makes the investigation longer and harder.
So that's called an investigation.
Okay, we'll go investigate.
Right now I'm talking to you. I am investigating.
Let's make it clear. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activities. Wait, just let me finish what I'm saying. I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity safeguarded by the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly on public property. Do you understand that?
I understand what the First
You're
Amendment
not getting my ID.
Okay. Give me your ID.
A couple of things. One, why did you need to do that slow, methodic talking like you were trying to talk down to a child? That was disrespectful, for one. And my second thing is, nobody's saying that you cannot practice your religion or do what you want to do there. But what they're trying to do is find out if you were asking for money. That would be a panhandling offense. And if some cities do have panhandling offenses, that means you are violating a city order, which could be a ticketable offense or an arrestable offense, depending on your cooperation. By refusing to ID during this investigation and refusing to cooperate, we'll end up with some jail time, more than likely.
You're not getting my ID.
I'm not asking.
It doesn't matter if you're asking or not. I'm engaged in a constitution. You don't get
disobeying a lawful order.
You don't get ID for a constitutionally protected activity, sir.
Okay. Headquarters, do you have JD step out?
And I'll let you know I'm not going to resist if you arrest me, but you're making a big mistake if you are. I've already told you I'm not panhandling.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not panhandling.
I don't know why y'all got to do all this constitutional crap and make stuff so difficult.
Constitutional crap?
Yeah, y'all try to hang on this. What y'all try to do is do stuff like this to try to get a reaction so you can
try to get a reaction with a God bless the homeless veteran sign?
Doing,
okay.
doing this
So you know what?
Well, he's right. You have done similar things just for shock and awe factors. Like my one video I did on you, where you were holding up a sign saying, "I heart coming," but in small green font below, above the word Cummings, you put Smith V. You did that to offend people. People were calling the cops saying you were holding an offensive sign. Then you recently did videos of you standing in front of a public library holding up a sign called "The Masturbator." What is wrong with you? You are clearly doing this for attention. You're clearly doing this just to incite people to call the cops so you can try to get a lawsuit or something. What does any of that have to do with trying to help the homeless or the homeless veterans? It doesn't. You're doing this just for your own amusement.
I'm doing, get back in your car and have a nice day.
As soon as JD comes out and tells me he didn't hear you ask for money, I will.
It doesn't matter what JD. No, it doesn't.
JD says that he heard you ask for money and he's willing to write a statement, you're going to go to jail for
Okay,
panhandling.
let's go to jail. Let's do it.
I want to talk to JD first.
Let's do it.
I'm just telling you where we're at.
Hook me up for freedom of speech, freedom of religion. You've already been put on notice that you're inviolate. You're going to. I'm exercising a constitution protected right.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Okay, so let me get this straight here. The officer just said if the HR manager says he heard you ask for money, you go to jail. But instead of waiting and getting your side of the story, or his side of the story, I should say, you want to go to jail automatically for what? So you can try to get a lawsuit and say he violated your civil rights? Clearly you want to go to jail. I mean, I don't know what the appeal is of bologna sandwiches.
You've also been put on notice that if JD, who is an employee of this city, is willing to write a statement that says you were panhandling, I'm going to put you in jail.
Well, then JD will be his qualified immunity to be in jeopardy too.
What was your last report?
JD's not in this.
Call 4205 or try to.
All right, let's just go ahead and start recording.
That's fine. I've been recording since before I pulled in the parking lot.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to do.
That's fine. I'm engaged in constitution protected activity safeguarded by the First Amendment. God bless freedom of speech. God bless freedom of religion. God bless freedom of assembly on public property.
I just want you to know the other side of your statement is absolutely incorrect. The other side of your
Panhandling is not a
Panhandling
crime?
is a crime.
All right. If I panhandle in front of you, will you arrest me?
I absolutely will.
Okay. The next person comes by,
Violation of our city
the next
ordinance.
person that comes by, I will ask them for money.
That's fine. You're welcome
All
to do
right.
so. Just
I haven't
understand
done.
you will be placed under arrest
I haven't
at
done
that
so
time.
to this point, but I might do so.
I haven't said you had. I told you what I've been told.
All right. Panhandling is a constitutionally protected activity.
Shenanigans. People who panhandle have been reported to have committed violent acts against people who did not give them enough money in their own eyes. So, it's been reported with newspapers, news outlets such as local affiliates, and in some of the major news networks. People who obstruct the roadways, sidewalks by panhandling do so, and it makes it harder for people to get by, or to drive home, or to work, or other businesses, or do whatever they have to do. So therefore, it is a crime. That's just your opinion that it's not.
It is free. Yes, it is.
It's a violation of city ordinance.
It's
and
freedom
if
of
you do
speech.
it, you're going to go to jail.
Freedom of speech.
No, it's not.
All right, I'm putting you on notice. I'm going to panhandle. It's freedom of speech.
And I'm putting you on notice that when you do, you will be arrested.
Okay. Listen.
Standing here with a sign and saying "God bless the homeless vets," you're absolutely right.
So is panhandling.
It's not a crime.
Panhandling is a freedom of speech as well.
No,
The
sir,
courts.
it's not. It's a
Are
violation.
you
of the
in
city
contempt of
ordinance.
court right now? Are you in
We're not
contempt of
You dumb bastard.
court?
How can I be in contempt?
Because the courts have said that panhandling is a freedom of speech issue. It's a freedom of speech.
If that was the case, then it wouldn't be on our books as,
Yes, it
as
would.
a city ordinance.
Yes, it would.
Well, then
That's
between
why
you
the
and
courts
court.
have done it. That's why the courts have had to rule on this.
Have him step down, please.
Panhandling is not a crime.
It is in the city.
Matter of fact,
ordinance.
it's not only not a crime, it's a constitutionally protected activity safeguarded by the
Where
First
in the
Amendment.
Constitution does it say you can panhandle?
Freedom of speech.
That's not freedom of speech.
Freedom of association. It's not,
No, it's not.
according to who?
Nowhere in the First Amendment does it say you can panhandle without
It
reprisal.
says that I can talk to people, doesn't it?
It does, but the city ordinance for soliciting alms and contributions also says that you can't ask people
That's
for
a
money.
content-based restriction.
Okay, whatever.
That's a content-based restriction.
JD's on the way down. You have the right to face your accuser. That's in the Constitution
Okay,
too.
that's fine.
Shows that he got a ticket for the date of birth 1993 0611 1993 0611.
People have offered me money. I haven't taken it.
So if he hasn't asked anywhere, he says panhandling's not a crime.
Panhandling is a First Amendment protected right.
Panhandling is a city ordinance offense. It can be a crime if the city makes it a crime. So it is a crime since that city has made it one.
JD, panhandling is freedom of speech. So even if he arrested me for panhandling, it would be a violation of my rights, and I would be suing you guys. All right.
That's your option to do so. Panhandling is a violation of the law. I can give you the code section if you want to do
Code. That's fine. Your code section doesn't override the United States Constitution and the freedom of the First Amendment to the United States Constitution.
Actually right. Yes, the U.S. Constitution does give us certain rights that are undoubtable and undeniable above state law. However, it also gives the states the rights to make their own rules and laws. So, 50-50 on both.
As long as he's not asking for money, he's not violating. Like standing there with the sign, he's right. I have no issue with that. Yeah, we just got it. But panhandling is a crime.
Panhandling is First Amendment protected activity.
Let me talk.
Freedom of speech. Well, I'm just going to correct you every time you say it. I'll leave at 5 o'clock since it closes at 5, but that's
We
fine.
just had to complain of somebody that was out looked like a panhandler, so that's why this all
All right.
happened. So I'm sorry.
But
And I told you I was going to investigate it, did I not?
Yes.
And I told you I was going to call JD and ask him what he heard, right?
All right.
And have I not done that?
Yeah, but you were threatening to put me in jail for not giving ID.
Well, technically you're required by law.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are.
You want to try that? We can go that route too.
But I'm not going to give you the reaction you're looking for.
My reaction, the reaction I'm looking for is with a God bless the homeless veteran sign is just people just to leave me alone. That's all.
Listen, you got to understand, people call us and allege that a crime is committed. We come and investigate it. It's called an investigative process. It's literally what they pay us to do.
Well, panhandling is not a crime either. Even if I was panhandling, it is not a crime.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not. It's the court's opinion. It's the federal court's opinion.
Anyways, have a good day. We're done.
All right, you too.
Nobody can say, yes, I heard about I wanted to hear.
So even if I asked JD, if I asked you for money, would I go to jail right now?
No, you're not going to get the reaction.
Okay, JD, can I have some money? I'm panhandling.
I'm not fighting. I'm not
Yeah,
stupid.
good. You shouldn't be because it's a freedom of speech thing.
No, it's not.
It's
a violation of city ordinance.
You're walking away and getting in your car because you know better.
You got a smartphone. Look up north. It's called Munich.
You know better. You're getting.
I'm ending the video here. My final thoughts on this is this. No, the officer would not have been deposed. He wouldn't have broken any laws or civil rights lawsuits would have been filed. You were actually panhandling. You were breaking the city ordinance and you have been arrested. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for new videos. Follow me on Twitter, Discord, and the Facebook group. I'll have all my links down below as I always do. With that being said, you guys have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.